Welcome to the Big Four Accounting Firms podcast, brought to you by big4accountingfirms.com. Now, before we get started, I wanted to remind everybody to check out the show notes for some useful links. And also wanted to encourage everybody to check out the website, big4accountingfirms.com, especially today because we're going to talk about partner salaries. And we'll include a link in the show notes where you can find where we track the partner salaries across the Big Four accounting firms. But today, some news came out about the EY UK partner pay. And we have most of the partner pay for the Big Four accounting firms already released. We're just waiting on KPMG. But it was released that EY in the UK, the partners there made on average about £750,000 versus prior years it was a lot less because of COVID-19. In prior year, E&Y partners made £667,000. That was in 2020. And then in 2019, E&Y partners made $679,000. So this is a record year for E&Y partners. And it's a very good year just in general for the Big Four accounting firms, a lot of growth. And I'm sure in the biggest markets, they did very well. But how does this compare to the other accounting firms? Well, PwC made the second most with £868,000 per partner on average. And that was a substantial increase from the prior year. PwC partners in 2020 made $685,000. And then compared to Deloitte, now Deloitte in the current year, their partners made £1 million per partner in the UK. This was in the UK. So Deloitte partners are by far the most well-paid partners out of the Big Four accounting firms in the UK. And I'm sure this is true around the world for the most part as well. There's obviously going to be unique situations where that's not the case, but on average, this is what it is. And in prior year, Deloitte partners only made $731,000 per partner. But in 2019, Deloitte partners made £882,000 per partner. So it's the $1 million for Deloitte is closer to 2019 and is in line with the growth then. But all the Big Four accounting firms had a significant decrease in 2020. But in 2021, they all are back to normal and just ramping up their pay. But their pay doesn't necessarily trend directly to their revenue metrics. And we talk about this a lot on here about how the Big Four partners are always looking out for themselves and they're always looking to increase not only their regular pay, but their bonuses. So they're always going to be doing that. They're always going to be looking at keeping their employee salaries as stagnant as they can, their bonuses as low as they can. They're going to look to cut employee pay even fire their employees, lay them off before they cut their own pay or cut their bonuses. And as soon as things return to quote unquote normal, then they ramp up their pay to ridiculous amounts again. And it'll just be interesting to see what happens in the coming year with all the things going on in the world with COVID-19, supply chain worries, inflation, a lot of different things going on. And it's going to be interesting to see how the partners pay themselves over the coming year. I've been seeing some reports that this quarter was very good for the Big Four accounting firms. And I mean, there's record profits during the quarter too for public companies. So the Big Four accounting firms are going to be doing well, but there's a lot of projections, not only at the Big Four accounting firms, but public companies that is coming this next quarter and this next year is going to be very difficult. So we're just going to have to see how things go. But this past year was very, very good to the Big Four accounting firm partners. And there's just more to come, more information to come out. We'll have to see how this next quarter goes to see if they're going to be able to break the record again next year. But that's the podcast for today. Make sure to subscribe to this podcast to get future updates and check out the show notes for useful links. Thanks for listening.